He really wanted to buy many thousands of acres. This was his game plan. And it didn't necessarily have to be in the United States. He started looking around the world for the right piece of property to do this master plan concept that he had in mind. And he looked all over Florida. I know he looked in South Africa. He looked in other countries as well. And it's funny how it worked out, but he was able to acquire 13,000 acres of land right here in Marion County from Norris Cattle Company. Norris Cattle Company, or Norin Corp, was the parent company, and they were very big landowners in Florida following the Depression. He was about controlling every aspect of the development, from the landscaping to the construction to the type of homes that would be built to the marketing, every aspect of development. He wanted to control. He had a vision, and that vision was about beauty, was about giving people tremendous value for their homes, for what they lived in, for what they occupied in the space. And strangely enough, On Top of the World had become such a household name at that point, such a brand, in a word, that he couldn't depart from it. So it became known as On Top of the World Central, On Top of the World of Central Florida. And we began that project. He acquired that project in 1975. He said, well, you know that land we've been looking for? And I said, yeah, you've been looking for a number of years. And he says, I think we found it. In fact, we wrote a contract the other day on the back of an envelope. So, okay, on the back of an envelope. So that's basically what it was. It was a letter of intent. And he was dealing with Mr. Ferguson, Fergie Ferguson, in blessed memory, of Norin Cattle Company. And Dad said, well, if you do this, I'll do that. They wrote it down, and Fergie said, well, I can't do this, but I can do that. And so they wrote it down. And before you know it, they had about 7 or 8 points on the back of an envelope. And they went over to the Norris Cattle offices in downtown Ocala. And they walked the block to the offices, to the law offices of Ayers Cluster Curry, presented the envelope to Landis Curry Jr., and they said, we want a contract, and oh, by the way, did we tell you? It's December 12th. We need to close this before December 31. So here, consider buying almost 13,000 acres of land with no survey. You got to get title insurance done. You've got all kind of due diligence work. Dad, due diligence, what did he know? He knew it, he saw it, he trusted the people, they trusted him. That was the extent of his due diligence. And by golly, they got it closed on December 30th. And Dad went to work.